What's going on, Pisces? Welcome to the channel and welcome to your March monthly tarot card reading. My name is Robin and this is my channel, AriesFireTarot. So guys, I really like to keep the intro short. I like to jump into my tarot card readings right away. So I'll do a quick little talk about what I'm going to do here for your March monthly read. And then we'll dive right in. So I'm using the Tattoo Tarot Ink and Intuition deck. I'm shuffling away here. I'm going to do a monthly read for you using this deck, and I hope that you enjoy it. Keep in mind it's a general reading though, right? But I do hope it resonates. And I just want to say, if you're interested in continued guidance from the tarot, go ahead and tap the subscribe button. If you don't want to be notified of every single reading that I put up, because I do lots, just don't tap the notification bell. So Pisces for March 2020, and the first card we're going to look at is what your current self is experiencing, because you need some help from your higher self and guides to see what's really going on, because you can get really wrapped up in the human experience, right? But there's more going on. So let's have a look at that. The current self. I'll do this last shuffle, and there's the card. So you've got the Eight of Swords, Pisces. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, but we've been seeing a little bit of basically a hardship of being being sort of captive through other people's hooks and anchors into you and doing what they want you to do. But at the end of the day, anything that's going on in your world is going to be ultimately your responsibility. And that's what the Eight of Swords is talking about here now. So you could be having an experience where you're really thinking about, okay, well, I don't like the way that this is happening right now, or I'd really like to break free from, insert your situation here. And it could be really holding you captive, every day, you wake up thinking the same storyline and then you go to bed kind of worried about it. So the Eight of Swords really reflects an experience of being kind of almost trapped in your own thought processes. So this is something that this reading is going to help you overcome to a certain extent. So your current self is really wrapped up in thinking about probably what's going wrong. I mean, for good thoughts, it doesn't feel like a prison, but negative thoughts, it can feel like, oh, just get out of my head already, right? So let's see what the theme of the month is going to be with the next card. So we have the Ten of Wands. So this is a really good sign here. It's like anything that has been a real struggle for you, that has been really draining you mentally or physically, emotionally, it's going to come to an end. So that's really great to see, because for me as a tarot card reader, to see this continued sort of and I'm getting the word angst and wallowing, and just not being in the best space ever for your life. It's really difficult for me to read that, because I feel everything for you guys as it's coming through me as I do these readings. So I really am happy to announce that this too shall end, dear Pisces. So just keep on trucking, and let's have a look at your key goal with the, wow, guys, we've got the Ten of Cups, and this is a beautiful card of just being able to express yourself with happiness, and everything to be celebrated. So you're making really big leaps and bounds through emotional barriers in the month of March. I mean, you're coming into the month of March feeling like things are not going to be let go and you're going to be dragged down. And yeah, you had probably a crappy past few months, right? And some of you, it could have been even longer than that. But it is ending with the Ten of Wands, and the Ten of Cups is just saying, yes, I'm so blessed, I'm so happy, everything's going great. And keep in mind here, guys, with the 2 10s, that's an angel number, so it's angel number 1010. And then I think I got my cards mixed up, but I'm not going to start over again because they came out for a reason, right? The theme of the month, the Ten of Wands, and everything ending, and then the key goal is going to be happiness. So I mean, it doesn't even matter. It's just your cards are turning out really beautifully. Everything is going to be great. So angel number 1010. I'm just going to move on to the next card, which is going to be the obstacle to overcome. So we have the Ace of Cups here. So you could be really still feeling emotional about how people treated you, and that can be really the downside of going through this struggle and having everything end. And at the end of it, you're saying, well, why did they do that to me, right? So this could be something that is going to be very difficult for you to overcome. It's like this cup of emotion is sort of overflowing with almost like tears, right? But you're going to be uplifted at the same time. So being able to overcome that, it's like when you sort of, when you break up with somebody, or, just any sort of bad situation where you finally release everything, but then you have this moment of like, why did they do that? And you might even blame yourself a little bit, but don't blame yourself. This is going to be a bit of an obstacle for you. Don't victim blame yourself. Like if you were in a situation where somebody was holding you down, if it was like somebody in your family or a partner, or it doesn't matter who it was, that's on them, it's not on you. So don't take that blame onto yourself on top of everything else that you've been through. So let's have a look at a major accomplishment, and that should help balance that off. So guys, you've got some really amazing cards here. You got 2 tens, which is sort of like the pinnacle of the situation. You have 2 aces, which it really shows a brand new opportunity to move on. So the Ace of Coins, a major accomplishment, is finding your own personal abundance, whatever abundance looks like for you. And that could be as a result of this 10 of Wands here, because you're feeling like it's a brand new beginning, and it is a brand new beginning with the Ace of Coins for you guys. So really grab onto that. And it can be really difficult sometimes to let things go into the past where they belong, but you're going to be able to release that. And it could be a little bit of a trying experience, but once you're able to accomplish that, you've got no boundaries here with the Ace of Coins. So let's have a look at what to avoid. The Justice card. Well, this is interesting. So like really, some people want to get back at people. I saw a thread the other day on Facebook that said, what was the nastiest thing that you've ever done to somebody to get back at them? And like there was some pretty hysterical things there. It can be really tempting to sort of go and give somebody else back what they've given you in the past. Like if somebody's ripped you off, or if somebody's really hurt your feelings, or you know what I mean, if somebody really just wasn't very cool. Really avoid that, you guys. Like that's not for you to do. That's for karma to take care of. That's for the universe. Like if you're patient enough, the universe will take care of everything for you. So really try to avoid doing something, in the heat of a moment to get back at somebody. If you want to yell at them in public or post something ignorant on their social media feed, like really just rise above it. It takes a really, really, really strong code of ethics to sort of rise above that. Even if somebody has really hurt you or ripped you off, like I'm seeing here, like just don't do it, you guys. It's not worth it, because I find that you'll probably get caught doing it. You know what I mean? So really just avoid that sense of having to mete out justice for somebody that took advantage of you or screwed you over. So just really try to avoid that and walk away. Be the bigger person, even though it might not feel like it's the right thing to do, and it can be really overwhelming to want to get back at somebody, but it's just not going to suit you and your great big Pisces heart in the future. So just avoid it. So what to embrace, you guys? We've got the High Priestess, and the High Priestess, she really goes her own way, and she doesn't really care what anybody else has to say about anything. She focuses on her own goals, uses her intuition, and just sort of floats above everything as she moves along. Like she's a very intuitively based energy. So like really look at what suits you for the long run. Does feeling like you want to get back at somebody, is that going to suit you in 5 years? Like really, if something is not going to matter to you in 5 years, basically just move on from it and pretend like it never happened. And maybe it's not going to be any picnic, but this is the energy for you guys to embrace here, is like sort of rising above everything, because you can, and it's just going to be best for your soul and your karmic path to let other people, if they want to sink into the mud and be mired up in that energy, just let them. It's got nothing to do with you. That's your own path. So follow your heart and your highest sense of good here, guys. So let's see where you can find support. So we've got the Sun card. So guys, the Sun card is just a beautiful, like, starting over. Like, look at this. You know, everything is just coming up, like, and I'm getting the word daisies. I think that's a really funny expression. Everything coming up daisies for you guys. You've got a beautiful rebirth here with the Sun. So where to find support? You know, just know that everything under the sun is just raving for you guys to continue forward, to move on and grow a great big new path. Like, basically right now, the whole universe is supporting you to move you past this, like, really maybe gloomy or dark night of the soul part of your life, and directing you away from low level energies like revenge. Okay, I think that's going to be a really big one for you guys. So advice and encouragement, you guys, this is great. You've got the Lovers card here, so you're going to have somebody come in, and I really just like the way that there's like two characters here, and then, you know, so, like, really loving, somebody coming in really strong for you guys. This could be a month for you to renew your love relationship, or somebody brand new coming in for you guys if you're single. You really do have somebody coming in, and they're going to be your number one cheerleader. And I do see that it's going to be somebody that is going to be like a twin flame, or like a soulmate energy for you. You've got Cupid in the background. You've just got a lot of love coming in. So you could have gone through a really, really difficult time and started off with the Eight of Swords energy, where things are looking a little bit dark and stormy, but it's going to end up sunshiny and beautiful. So guys, really hold your head up for the month of March, and don't let yourself sink down to a level that you're not going to be proud of in a few days. So guys, I'm going to wrap up the reading because my dog is starting to eat and it's really crunchy over here. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.